There seems to be more to unemployment than the rate. Right? I mean, this is we cover the jobs report coming out, we cover the unemployment report, and we see this general trend line going downward, saying, wow, there's so many people that are employed, or at least the unemployment rate is so low, but there's more to it than that, given what we're seeing.
We can't rebuild our country. We can't maintain our country when 38% of the people are sitting on the sidelines.
A lot of people were downwardly mobile. Okay, in other words, they're not making what they made before, as Jane said. Maybe they're working a couple of jobs, a gig job. The people who like gig jobs tend to be in their 20s, not people in their 40s and 50s. That at least there's some likelihood that when they get up the next day and go in there, their job will still be there. Now, there's fewer and fewer jobs like that. And that's part of the forces of change that we're all talking about that, unfortunately, you cannot repeal. So now we have to figure out how to adapt to it.
I think it's the responsibility of everyone who touches the workforce system, right? Employers have to, one, be willing to share what information they have and talk about how job seekers can viably access their career pathways. Training providers have to ensure that the work that they're doing is leading to actual roles and not just training for the sake of training. And job seekers as well have to ensure that they have the skills, that they're ready, that they're flexible in terms of attaining work.
And I think that's why we created the program that we're talking about more today, the New Start Career Network, for the older long-term unemployed workers. Because they were, in a sense, nobody's customer in the government. They exhausted their unemployment insurance. They're obviously not going to the community colleges to start. So who was helping them? And unfortunately, we had one of the highest rates, and still do have one of the highest rates of long-term unemployment in the country in our own state. We've put together a coalition, about 25 different organizations, hundreds of volunteer coaches, some of them are here today, to address a problem that was not being addressed. Now, I just want to say, while we're on the point of government may not be the answer, but it can be an impediment.